Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Callie with craftingcallie.wordpress.com. So today I am going to make a wobble card. You couldn't see in the initial picture, but that purple balloon actually wobbles when you flick at it. So I'm going to be using something new, which you'll see later on in the video. I am using a kit called Celebrate Today, and it comes with matching balloon framelits dies. And this set is going to expire or retire here in the next couple of days when the new Stampin' Up! Catalog becomes available, which will be June 2nd. So first I start off by making the wobble portion of the balloons, and I'm going to stamp this in Rich Razzleberry. And I'm attempting to use my acrylic block, and you'll see here that I'm going to use the Stampin' Pierce mat to try to get a better impression. The photopolymer stamps, especially thick ones or solid ones like this, don't always stamp very well. And you can't really tell, but towards that second P there, it doesn't stamp very well. And then on the second image, it doesn't stamp very well towards the top of the balloon. So although I used the Stampin' Pierce mat, it still didn't turn out very well, and I really can't stamp it a second time. So I decided I would pull out my Misti, which I just got the other day and I'm so excited about. I wasn't planning on using it in this video, but I feel like I need it, so I am pulling it out, and I'll show you exactly why I'm using this instead of the acrylic block. So after 2 attempts with my acrylic block, I didn't get good impressions. So this is the great thing about the Misti, that even if you don't get a good impression the first time, you can stamp it again because your paper doesn't move and your stamp doesn't move. So I positioned my stamp where I wanted, and I closed the lid to get the stamp where I wanted on the cover there, and then I stamp it. And as you can see on the left of the balloon, it's not very well impressed. So I'm going to ink it up again, and it's going to stamp in the exact same spot. This is such a great, valuable tool to have for this very reason. So now I'm happy with it. The whole image is stamped solid with this Rich Razzleberry, and it's easy to clean off. I'm just using a Costco baby wipe, and I find that this baby wipe is better than the Huggies brand, which I also have. The Huggies brand leaves a lot of lint, and the Kirkland brand does not. So now I'm stamping my layer piece on the card itself, and I'm using Soft Sky, and I was planning on just going back to my acrylic blocks, but I decided to go ahead and keep using the Misti. So I'm just using the Misti to do my 2-step stamping here. That second color was Pacific Point, and this color now is Wild Wasabi. So I'm doing the balloon itself in a lighter color, and then I'm choosing a darker color to stamp the design of the balloons. And here's Garden Green. It's the darker green that I'm going to use. And so I stamp it on, and I clean it off, and I am done with the Misti. So I'm going to put that away. And now I'm going to die cut my balloon that I'm going to use for my wobble action. So I will be matching that up and using my magnetic platform. And I'm going to run that through, and then I like to run it through, and then as soon as I go past it, I run it back just to make sure that it cuts just well enough for the piece to come out without any issues. So that looks pretty good. And then I decide I wanted to cut that piece and frame it with a little stitch die. This is a basic stitch die from My Favorite Things. And as you can see there, it leaves a stitch at the very bottom, and it looks very cute. It just brings something else to the card, and it's not just a plain piece that's 4 inches by 5.5 or 5.25. So here's the Action Wobble springs that I'm using. It has a little spring there in the center, and it will attach to any piece that you attach to it, and then that piece will attach to your card. It's just a really neat thing to do or have, and this is fairly inexpensive. I think I got a dozen of these for maybe $7. I may be wrong, but it's on Amazon, and Simon Says also sells it. Then I discovered that I forgot to stamp my string on the balloon, so I went ahead and coordinated the colors and stamped it on there. I just curved my string balloon stamp there a little bit, as you can see on that block. And now I pulled in some gold thread, and I'm going to make a tassel for the purple balloon. So I wrapped it around my 4 fingers with my right hand a couple of times until I got the desired, I guess, thickness of the tassel. And then I cut the bottoms off, and I'm going to use my EK Success tweezers to hold my string for me while I cut another piece to tie this together. And I'm just going to tie a couple of knots. It's nothing fancy until I get my tassel, and then I'm going to cut off the excess string. And then I'm going to get some glue dots and adhere this to the back of the purple balloon. So that's really all for my card. I'm going to be adhering this now to a piece of card base that is in soft sky, and I'm going to be using my ATG gun to adhere it down, and that is my card. I hope you enjoyed watching. I appreciate all of your support, and if there's anything that you want to recommend or advise, please leave it in the comments below, and hit like and subscribe to my videos if you haven't already. Thanks for watching again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.